Welcome back, everyone. Checking out our Royal Plus Sky Cam in Snow Hill. Here's a time lapse. Look how beautiful that sunrise was this morning. But notice how the clouds quickly invaded here throughout the day. And we still had the sunshine, but notice how the cirrus clouds started to becoming more widespread. And when you usually have that, that usually indicates the fact that we are going to be dealing with an approaching system eventually, and that's going to be the case as we go into your Saturday. So for your almanac for today, our high temperature is 69 degrees, our low 31 degrees, so 9 degrees above when it comes to the high, 8 degrees below when it comes to the low, and our sunset was at 7:24 p.m. So when it comes to the winds, this is really going to be the biggest component here when it comes to this system, more so than the rain, just because the fact that we do have a wind advisory. Sustained winds as we go throughout the overnight, already around 20 miles an hour. As we head into the daytime hours on Saturday, we'll have even sustained winds up to 30 miles an hour. And then as we go into your Saturday night, notice how the winds begin to change directions. As we now are behind the cold front, we start driving in that cooler air, and the winds will gradually begin to subside as we make our way into your Sunday. So we have a wind advisory in effect for the entire peninsula. It goes into effect at 6 a.m. until 2 a.m. Sunday. Wind gusts up to 50 miles an hour are possible, along with the fact that sustained winds can reach up to 30 miles an hour. So definitely hold on to your hats here. Satellite and radar, a good amount of cloud cover, and we're starting to deal with just a few showers beginning to trickle in from the west. As we broad things out, though, we're going to deal with this initial batch of rain that's over parts of Virginia and North Carolina. That will be for us here as we go throughout the overnight. Off towards the west, though, you have that severe weather threat. That's the actual cold front that will eventually slingshot its way here by the time we go throughout the day on Saturday. So, and off towards the west, it's actually a lot more quiet here compared to what it's been the last couple of weeks. But this is the back end of that cold front, bringing that low pressure, bringing snow over parts of the Dakotas and into parts of Minnesota, while the severe weather is more focused over parts of Illinois, extending all the way down into parts of Arkansas. So here on Futurecast, as we go throughout tonight, we'll deal with the rain going into your Saturday. Early overnight, we'll deal with another round of some showers, now focusing with Nor and Delmarva. When it comes to your late Saturday morning, that's really when we're going to be dealing with the showers and the thunderstorms pushing through. And this was when we can deal even with some of our strongest potential for a thunderstorm to develop, a lingering shower or storm as we make our way into your Saturday evening. And going into your Saturday night or to early Sunday, we'll finally clear things out. Good amount of sunshine in store for the second half of the weekend. Now for tomorrow, though, we do have a level 2, a slight risk for severe weather, especially for our Delaware counties and just the eastern portions of Caroline County. Main concern is damaging winds, but can't rule out the chance of an isolated tornado for tonight. Temperatures in the upper 50s. Going into your Saturday, temperatures in the low to mid 70s. And your 7-day here, we are going to be dealing 56 on Sunday, 66 on Monday. Rob?
Yeah, thanks, Ulysses. Well, Obamacare is under threat on its 13th anniversary as a federal judge in Texas ruled large parts of it unconstitutional. The judge had previously ruled to dismantle the Affordable Care Act, now striking down a key part that requires more insurers to cover preventative services. Now, those include cancer screenings, diabetes, and HIV treatment. The Department of Health and Human Services says the change would impact over 150 million Americans. The Biden administration is suing to stop the ruling from taking effect. Now, DSU constitutional expert Dr. Sam Hoff believes the size and the scope of this case could put a decision on the fast track to the U.S. Supreme Court.
The normal option would be to go up the federal ladder, but because of the nature of things, I mean, the number of people that are affected by this particular ruling is so great that we almost call it an emergency appeal, but it is a legitimate route to the Supreme Court.
Yeah, and Dr. Hoff, who you just heard from, says the Supreme Court has repeatedly ruled in favor of Obamacare with only minor modifications. Well, moving on to some lighter news out of Salisbury as the Ann Street Village finally has power. After months of supply chain issues delayed the opening of Salisbury's first transitional housing community, completion of the site is now very near. Electricity has now been turned on for the 23 pallet homes, and the city of Salisbury says a big announcement is coming soon. The village is a way to provide housing for homeless residents and includes a personal hygiene facility, wellness center, and much more. While their eyes are on the prize as the Salisbury Marathon returns tomorrow. That means drivers can expect several road closures and delays. West Main Street from West Market Street to Division Streets is closed until 4 p.m. tomorrow. Drivers will also not be able to turn onto Division Street from East Main Street and vice versa. Now tomorrow, Mill Street will be closed and the outermost lane of the traffic circle will also be closed. Parking lot 15 in addition will be closed as well. Well, as the area gears up for Easter celebrations, local bomb technicians with the Ocean City Fire Department made beeping Easter eggs for the visually impaired. Now, this is all in an effort to ensure that visually impaired children are not left out of the Easter festivities this year. Officers spent several hours on a recent training day wiring beeping electronic circuits and installing them in 50 Easter eggs. Now, the audible tones allow for blind and visually impaired children to participate alongside friends and siblings this Easter. I just love that. What a great way to help our kids out and making sure that everyone has a chance to join in on the holiday tradition. Well, with that being said, keep it right here, Delmarva, because we've got plenty more DSI on the way. Don't go anywhere. You're watching 47 ABC.